He says, "Are you going to pick up the microphone?" And before I answered him, I had to ask myself this: what is the message that is worth? And I pray to God that is never going to be my calling, but is there a message that is worth leaving my children motherless? And in that moment, all of the fluff fell away. All of the fluff of everything. When I take the mic, it has to be for a message that I believe in. And here's the message. A lot of people don't understand this. I'm going to quote a scripture from Ephesians, and I'm going to summarize it for you. I'm not going to quote it for you. I'm going to summarize it for you. We don't fight flesh and blood. Some of us think we do. Some of us think we're fighting a side, and we're not. In the scriptures, it says we are not fighting a war against our brothers and our sisters and our flesh and blood. We're actually fighting a war against principalities and powers. And what most people don't understand is this: the principalities and powers that are named as the scriptures, most people misinterpret that to say we're fighting unjust governments. We're fighting unjust rulers. That's not what it means. If you look up the biblical definition of principalities and powers, do you know what it is?
Nope.
It is actually the hierarchy of angels. Principality is a title given to certain spirits. If you read Dante, you'll understand that each of the 7 layers of heaven, or 7 layers of hell that Dante talks about, and the hierarchy of heaven, those hierarchies of angels have names. It's like dukes, bishops, and so forth, except it's principality, powers, and dominions. There are hierarchies of angels. So the entities that you and I are wrestling with, it's the darkness. It's the higher ranking evil officials that walk around trying to infect our brains with hate. That's who the enemy is. It's not the right. It's not the left. It's not the red. It's not the blue. It's the darkness that tries to divide us. That's the enemy. That's the enemy. And if we can resist that enemy, then we've won. And spoiler alert, the good guys win, you guys.
Yeah,
The good guys win.
See, my problem with the whole this is, like I told my wife, this is the first thing this is the one that affected me the most out of anything. Trump, I like what Trump does. He's not my favorite person, but I like what he does. When he got shot, I was like, that's ridiculous. But Charlie was totally just having conversations with people who didn't really want to have a conversation, but wanted to tell them how it was and how they had the wrong, they didn't understand they were going to get to a point where they really might understand the other side. Because most people think and I'm just going to say that side, those people who go to the microphone, that if you're having a conversation, somebody has to win.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't walk away with having 2 different thoughts. And that's not the way it is. You walk away having 2, you don't have to agree. You can agree to disagree, and that's okay in life. But the problem we've been over the past, 20 years has been that we can't get along with each other. We have to fight constantly.
And that's the lie.
Yeah. And that was just to push to get us to not like each other, and so that they could take advantage of us. And I mean, because our government is a government, it's supposed to be there for the people, not there for them, for us. We shouldn't have to be paying as much as we pay into it. I'm not going to get into the whole state.
Oh boy, Tea Party much, anyone?
But I'm just saying, it's to a point. It's supposed to be a small government, not a huge government. I don't believe in a big government. Get out of my way. Let me live my life. Let me do what I need to do. I'll give you some taxes if I have to, but that's not what I want to do in the first. You're in my way. My biggest problem I have in where I am right now is I have to have a business license, and I have to pay this mill tax for what? What am I getting out of it besides you guys hounding me because I didn't have a bookkeeper at the time, or they didn't do their stuff, and I would always get a call. You need, it's like, tell me what you do for me, and I will pay you.
If you're my employee and I'm paying you, can you please give me your report? Where's your KPIs? Where's your critical drivers?
Well, that's why I don't have employees anymore. I have VAs.
Yeah,